Hey everyone, James here from American Drifter, and today we're checking out the Vertx Ready Pack, the first generation version. And you might be wondering why that is, because this bag is actually pretty old. It's probably around 5 years old at this point. Vertx did come out with the updated version, the 2.0, probably about a year ago. And after checking that bag out in the store, I noticed that the changes were pretty incremental. So I thought I would take today to just kind of give you a brief overview of this bag, but also kind of note some of the changes that they made in the updated 2.0 version. So with that being said, let's get into it. Here it is, the Vertx Ready Pack, first generation bag, shadow gray, 25-liter capacity, made of corduroy fabric. All right, let's jump right into it. Starting from the top, you've got this very sturdy grab handle. Very thick padded shoulder straps. Same thing goes for the back panel. Very thick, very comfortable, and it does have a pass-through in the event that you wanted to, store this sideways on, something like a carry-on bag. And it does have removable hip belt and sternum strap. All right, and then covering the sides of the bag, it does have a bottle holder on either side. Now I set the bag up this way so you can see how it looks with and without a water bottle. So if you're not carrying anything, there is shock cord here, and you are really able to cinch this down to get the bag a little bit more streamlined on the side when not in use. And then on the top here, you kind of have this sleeve slash handle on the front of the bag. And moving a little lower, you've got a panel here for a hook and loop. Okay, starting with this bottom pocket. This is their admin pocket, and pretty much all these pockets on the bag only open about halfway. But as you can see, you have some sleeves down here for, storing a flashlight or pens. And you've got a little bit of space at the bottom too. All right, moving on to this midsection pocket. Once you, unzip this portion, you've got a field of MOLLE, and on top of that, you've got some hook and loop. And you can use that for morale patches, as I have, or something like a med kit, for quick access. There's nothing, as far as accessory compatible material here on this side. However, once you get down further in the bag, it does have this section here that's hook and loop, in the event that you did want to add a pouch down there. And what I like about this bag is, in the event that you wanted to have a bag like this that's low vis, but also have something that can quickly transition to a tactical pack, you're able to do it, just with this section. So let's just say that you worked for the government and you wanted to have a bag that you could switch between those roles with. You could quickly unzip this section and just roll it down and fold it into that sleeve like so. Now, covering the main compartment. All right, first things first, on this flap here, you'll notice that there are these slots with hook and loop on the front, and this is a great area for those smaller items like pens or flashlights. And then right below that, you have this mesh pocket for those larger items. And then I know it's a little dark, but if you can see it, below that mesh pouch is another hook and loop field on that side of the bag. All right, now covering this back portion, you do have a tab here for something like a hydration bladder. And I almost missed it because it was pretty covert, but there are hydration bladder tube, ports on either side here. So you do have that available for a hydration bladder if you chose to use one. Hook and loop here on the back again for accessories or morale patches, and then a laptop sleeve for something that should fit up to a 13 or 15-inch laptop. This bag does feature a CCW compatible compartment. Using this pull tab right here, the bag opens pretty much in a clamshell to give you full access to this side that's, again, hook and loop. And just for your reference, I've just kind of thrown a sticky holster and an extra magazine holder there, so you can see, or at least have an idea of some of the accessories you could store back here. And on this side, you do have a zippered pocket that gives you access to the bag's frame in case you want to switch that out. Or, I don't know, add something like, body armor back here, you could do so there. Okay, so how does the first iteration vary from the updated version, the 2.0? Well, I checked out the 2.0 in the store, and I'm just gonna, call out what I noticed, but if you guys know of anything else, please feel free to let me know down in the comment section listed below. All right, so I noticed they did away with the branding, the Vertx brand there and further up on the bag. Also, all the mesh pockets, instead of just using straight up mesh, they went with like a combination of mesh and like a plastic, so you can kind of see through it a little easier, I suppose. And then for this back panel, they went with pretty much the same design, but the material is different. It's more of like a firm foam. It's not really perforated. So I noticed that for this section, they got rid of this zipper and went with a sleeve that can access from the bottom, you know, either for the bag's frame or body armor. And they might have also used a different material here for, you know, the side bottle pockets, but that's really all I could find as far as the differences. So what are my overall thoughts of this bag? Well, I'll start off with the negative. I'm not a huge fan of this CCW compartment, at least accessing it. In order to effectively access it, you really need to be carrying it, you know, from one shoulder strap. Outside of that, you know, it'd be easier to access it if it was off body completely. But I think it would be hard to access, if at all, if you're carrying this bag using both shoulder straps. That doesn't make or break it for this bag. You know, if CCW is not important to you, then you could probably care less. Lastly, I'm not really a fan of the hook and loop on the back here. I could do without that, but it's not the end of the world for me. All right, and then pros, it's 25 liters, made of corduroy fabric. It's durable, it's gonna last you a long time. It's very comfortable to wear all day, especially with that padding in the back and that frame. Would I recommend it? Yes. Either this iteration or the 2.0, I think either of these would be a great choice. Those are my thoughts on the Vertx Ready Pack, the first iteration of the bag, and also kind of noting the differences between this version and the updated 2.0. I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for checking out this channel. Smash that like button, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video.